This is Goku-san DBZ and welcome back to Video Game News. Couple of different stories, and at the end I'll be mentioning some upcoming releases of video games, and all these dates and stuff are for games on Nintendo eShop. So for Switch owners out there. First up, we have in gaming news, apparently Facebook is now working on launching their own video game streaming app. Basically, they're wanting to compete with YouTube and, of course, Twitch. Not sure about that. Facebook, no offense. Next up, we have an announcement on Cyberpunk 2077. There's going to be a special Cyberpunk limited edition Xbox One X coming out. So, if you want, you can pick that up, and it also includes a copy of the new, of course, upcoming Cyberpunk 2077 game as well, with the limited edition console bundle. So, if you've been wanting like a special limited edition, might want to look into it. Haven't seen price though yet on it, so we'll see. Next up, we have, in not so good news, apparently one of the main voice actors for the game Days Gone just passed away at age 46. Next up, we have Twitch users stream an estimated 2 billion hours of gameplay, and that is B with a bit, well, billion with a B. But yeah, over 2 billion hours of gaming or gameplay and stuff content has been uploaded onto Twitch just during the whole pandemic going on. So, needless to say, there's certainly more than enough content if you want to watch gameplays on stuff on Twitch. With over 2 billion hours of gameplay upload, that's kind of insane to even think about. Next up, there's apparently people in talks about a Seinfeld video game. Yeah, Seinfeld, the sitcom from the 90s. I'm not sure why you would want to make a video game, and especially this many years after the show was on television, but whatever, have at it if you want. Next up, Capcom. It has been confirmed Capcom is working on a Resident Evil 4 remake, and I have no clue why. Resident Evil 4 doesn't need a remake. Graphically and mechanically, it plays really solid still. It's still a solid game, and heck, it's been released on all current gen. So obviously, it'll be a next-gen game. But still, why are you ignoring Resident Evil Code Veronica? You basically skipped from Nemesis straight to 4. You completely ignoring the greatness that's Resident Evil Code Veronica. And yes, I'll admit I'm very biased, because Veronica is in my top 3 favorite Resident Evil games of all time. So I take that kind of personally. I don't appreciate it. Capcom, you seriously need to show a little more respect to Resident Evil Code Veronica than you have. I mean, don't get me wrong, Resident Evil 4 is a great game, but still, Veronica deserves a lot more respect and love than it gets. Next up, we have Jason, however you want to pronounce his last name. He is one of the people that's been with the news outlet or gaming news outlet and stuff. Kotaku has announced he is leaving Kotaku. Citing main reason is because of media, and that's the main reason he's given why he's leaving Kotaku. Personally, I don't really pay much attention to Kotaku. I've never really gone to them for news or anything. I've listened to more stuff from Polygon than I have to Kotaku, but whatever. Also, it has been officially confirmed and announced that XCOM is going back with 2K games. Now, I have one of the XCOM games, but that's because it was free 1 month with PS Plus. I've not actually played it. I've heard a lot of positive stuff about the XCOM games, so I'm not sure how good the games are or not, whether or not I should actually go out of my way and try that game. But yeah, they've returned to 2K games and confirmed they are working on a new standalone XCOM game with 2K. And Minecraft, in news, interestingly enough, Minecraft announced that they're offering free education content to students stuck at home because of the coronavirus. So that's interesting. Good job, Minecraft. Good job. Also, here's a couple games coming out over the next couple of weeks. First up is a indie explore slash walking simulator game. It looks interesting. Um, it is priced at $7.99 and it will be coming out April the 20th. Next, you have Help Will Come Tomorrow, which looks like it has some tactical type gameplay to it, but it's definitely, of course, a traditional 2D indie game. It is priced at $19.99 and it's scheduled to be released on April the 21st. Then you have another game that looks kind of interesting to me called Sunless Sea. It is priced at $19.99, due to come out April the 23rd. Then you have a game that is basically a dating sims type game called Little Busters. Scheduled to come out the 23rd of April, and it's priced at $44.99. No thanks, $45 for a dating sim? That's ridiculous. Next, we have a game called Broken Lines. It's a tactical strategy type military game. It has definitely certain elements gameplay to games like, of course, the Command and Conquer games. So if you like tactical type games like that, then you might actually be interested in Broken Lines. It's scheduled to come out the 23rd of April, and it's $24.99. Next, probably one of the biggest games coming out, you have the remake of Trials of Mana, scheduled to come out on 4/24, so towards the end of this week. And it's being priced at $49.99. Next, you have a sort of interesting looking 2D game called Guard Duty. It's being priced at $9.99, scheduled to come out the 24th. Next, another indie type game called Moving Out. Looks interesting, but I'm not sure if I'd pay what it costs. It's coming out the 28th of April, and it's being priced at $24.99. Next, second to last game on here is called Active Neurons. It's a puzzle game that is supposed to stimulate, obviously, the neurons and things in your mind, in your brain, to make you actually have to exercise and use your brain. And I appreciate games. That's one reason I like puzzle games, except I like games that actually require to use intelligence. And I actually appreciate that. I might look into it. It's normally going to be priced at $4.99. It's on sale right now during sale. If you pre-order and stuff, you get 20% off, so you get for $3.99, which is not bad. And last is definitely the biggest, in my opinion, for April releases right now. Definitely multi-platform, but if you got a Switch, I recommend getting it probably for the Switch. Coming out April the 30th, being priced at $24.99, is Streets of Rage 4. And to me, that's probably the biggest game. I'm sure a lot of people, more younger gamers and stuff today, that aren't experienced with beat-em-ups like myself with the Turtle games, as well as like Double Dragon, Final Fight. Streets of Rage is a classic series in there with that, Battletoads. I mean, there's so many great, but to me, those Streets of Rage is a beat-em-up series that stands out among all the others. It was the best beat-em-up type games from Sega. But it's nice to see Streets of Rage 4, and it's got a lot of co-op and other elements and stuff, plus online gameplay, so that's good. So anyways, and I probably will be picking up Streets of Rage 4 only because of being a big fan of beat-em-ups. But with that said, I'll see everyone next time. Same YouTube time, same YouTube channel. Stay safe out there because of the coronavirus. And I hope you enjoyed the music in the background from Gravity Rush. I'll see you all next time. Same YouTube time, same YouTube channel.